everyone! In this video I'm going to show you how I cut my own hair at home and add some layers to it in front of the mirror. I know cutting your own hair can feel little bit scary, but I decided to try it myself and see how it turns out. I'm not a professional, so I'm just sharing my personal experiences step by step. First, I started with clean, dry hair so I could see the real length and how it falls naturally. I brushed my hair really well to remove any tangles because my hair is so narrow and so soft and always so tangled. It has so much tangles on it. Because a smooth hair makes it easier to section properly. Then I divided my hair into sections. I separated the top part and clipped it up, and then leaving the bottom section free to start with. This helped me control the length and make the layer more even. I stood in front of the mirror so I could clearly see what I was doing from the front and slightly from the side. I took a small section from the bottom and held it between my fingers. Then I carefully trimmed it a little bit by a bit instead of cutting too much at once. After that, I used the first section as a guide and continued working through the rest of the bottom layer, making sure both sides were balanced. Once I finished the bottom layer, I let down the next section of hair. This is where I started creating the layers. I took a small section again, pulled them slightly upwards, and cut them at a slight angle so the layer would look softer and more natural. I kept checking the length in the mirror to make sure both sides look even, and I didn't rush this part because layers need patience to look good. And I would cut a little bit, then step back and look at my hair from the different angles just to see how everything was coming together. Sometimes I turned my head to the side to check the shape, and sometimes I even used the mirror behind me to get a better idea of the back. There were some moments where I felt like one side was slightly longer than the other, so I went back and carefully trimmed very small sections just to balance it out. And I also made sure not to cut too much at once because it's always better to go slow and small changes rather than removing too much hair. As I moved higher up, the layers started to blend more naturally, and I tried to follow the shape of my head so the haircut would look soft and even instead of too sharp or uneven. And I kept repeating the same process, cutting a little, checking again, and adjusting where needed until I felt like everything was starting to look more balanced and the layers were flowing nicely together. And after finishing all the layers, I let my hair down completely and checked the overall shape. And I made a small adjustment where needed just to blend everything together. And at the end, I styled my hair a little so I could see how the layers fall. And I was actually really happy and I'm proud of myself with how it turned out, especially since I did it all by myself at home. So, yeah, that's basically how I cut my own hair, own layered hair in front of the mirror. It's simple, but you just need to be careful and take your time. At the end, thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. I need your support and I have been really missing you guys. Take care of yourself. See you for the next video. Bye.